Yes, I'm right after Louise.
You're right after
Yes,
Lenise. Oh, yeah. What do you mean, yeah? So before we got married, Bob said he had 2 kids. We then had 2 more kids. So 26 years later, coming to find out, he has 3 kids.
Wow. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Sami P, and today we're going to talk about the latest episode of the Housewives of Atlanta right now. It starts with Cynthia Bailey announcing to Kenya that she's finally divorced. Cynthia is like, Kenya better hurry up because I've had time to get married and divorced, and Kenya Moore is still a married woman. Facts. Next, we have Sanya and her husband visiting a doctor. Dr. Jackie from Married to Medicine is everybody's doctor in Atlanta, and I do not blame her because this lady has been able to be a reality star but still be respected in her profession, and that's why everybody wants her at their doctor. So they're there for their first visit, so they have not even confirmed they're really pregnant, not, you know, an ectopic pregnancy or anything like that. Their little boy is there, and I was like, damn, that's like a risk. Like, if I was a parent, I would have waited. Sanya is saying that their son has been wanting to have a little sister, has been talking about it, and she feels like it needs to be involved from beginning to end. A part of me feels like this is a risk. I feel like if something happens, you're going to spare his little feelings, right? Like if something happens first trimester, it's going to be you and your husband dealing with it. But now if something happens, your son knows too. And I feel like, honestly, it would have been better not to. But Sanya, I don't know. She has her own way of thinking. I'm not judging her. She made that decision. She decided that she wants to have good vibe, and that's all it is. When Dr. Jackie saw the son, she was like, You can see she wanted to say something, but she did not. Oh well, they confirmed that she's 5 weeks pregnant, and very soon they will be able to know the sex of the baby. So it is definitely a very nice time for Sanya and her family. Next, we see Drew, who is working with Kenzie and Todd on the movie. Todd is trying to basically film the movie in 10 days, and apparently they're doing everything at their home. And I'm like, whoa. I mean, I guess they're saving hundreds of thousands of dollars and doing it in their home, but goddamn, that's like an invasion of privacy. They do have 2 homes though, so maybe they're doing it at one of the homes that they don't use as much or something. I guess that would be my guess. I don't see how they could, you know, film a movie in the house that Kenzie is living and still live in the house at the same time. So my guess is that they're probably doing it in one of the 2 houses. I still feel like it's an invasion of privacy, but hey, they want to save money. They mentioned hundreds of thousands of dollars. So yeah. And so far, Kenzie and Todd are really happy with Drew. She's an actress. She's doing a great job and everything. So everybody's happy about it. Then we see Moniera, who comes in. She's also in the movie. And they talk about the last discussion that they had during Drew's event. They're saying how good it was and everything. But then they talk about the fact that is showing the video to them here. And I'm like, girl, how many times did you see this video? Didn't you see that whenever Courtney used the B word, she actually was pointing at Sanya? It was not talking to Drew. I mean, it's obvious. And as soon as Kenzie peeped it, she was like, girl, no. And now Moniera is like, yeah, you get it. Moniera, you're pushing. If you're gonna decide to talk, which you don't usually do, at least make sure you come with like real facts. Like, girl, isn't it obvious to you that she was not talking about Drew? But hey, Kenzie is saying, well, Courtney said she don't say the B word, but she said the B word or whatever. Kenzie don't see it for Courtney, and I don't blame her. Production made it look like Drew is still mad at Courtney and does believe Moniera, but a part of me feels like that may not be the case. I don't know. But if Drew does believe Moniera, I'm like, girl, like the video is showing that she wasn't talking about you, period. Next, we have Sheree with Phil throwing a sip and see for people to come and see her new grandbaby. Listen. I'm not mad at Sheree for trying to throw a party and making it look like it's for her granddaughter when it's really for her. She's a proud grandma. She's a grandma that looks good. She got new boobs done. She got new Botox done. She wants you to come and see and admire her, right? I don't think it's about the baby. I think it's more about her, but I don't blame her. So she's talking to the decorator and everybody that's going to help her with that. The decorator hair is quite interesting. And yeah, and she wants to go over the top. She don't got a budget and everything. And I'm like, why is Sheree still trying to make us believe that she's rich? Why do they always do that? It seems like Sheree is giving me I'm using all of my housewife paycheck to throw that huge party. And I feel like she always do that. It's like, just save the money. Yeah, they have all type of grand idea. And I'm like, girl, you could have taken that money and reinvested in Sheba Sheree or something. But hey, I'm not the one to tell somebody how to use their money. But I just don't understand how Sheree is always trying to give herself a look of like, I'm super rich and I can do everything I want and there's no budget for the party. Next, we have Marlo's event. Marlo's event is the best. I love the fact that Marlo is, you know, championing such a great cause that she actually has lived herself, being a foster child. Listen, this is a great cause. This is such a great cause, but all the ladies are coming. They're wearing blue and everything. Everybody is looking great. My only thing is that Marlo are noticeably absent are Kenzie, Kenya, and Drew. Yeah, she made enemies of them. And it's like, yo, that would have been so great for all those ladies to be there because that whole foster care situation is such a big deal. Like, I feel like this is such a great cause. I feel like this is a real thing. It's funny because the other day I was talking to someone that worked into the foster care system and she's talking about how they have a foster care to jail pipeline. Those children that are in foster care, if they pass 5 years and they've been adopted, their chances of getting adopted are very low, which means that they're basically warden, you know, of the state. In general, those children, they grow and they have a lot of things that they don't get to have that, you know, children that grew up in healthy family have. So yeah, I did think that that was a great cause and I wish that all the ladies were there. But Marlo been playing too much, and now when it's time for her to do some serious work and some serious stuff, she's not getting the type of support from all the ladies that she should have been getting. Wasn't sure if Sheree was going to come or not because Sheree has been working hard at decorating her house for an upcoming party. She ends up coming and Marlo is really happy to see her. So yeah, that was nice and congrats to Marlo on her initiative. Next, we have Drew and Ralph talking. He came to visit her in there and they're saying that they haven't really talked to each other and everything. And that scene was cringe, you know. At first I was like, okay, they're looking like they're in better terms and everything. And Ralph was asking all type of questions to her. And Drew was saying how she really relates to the character and everything. I felt like the scene was a little bit like cringe. Do y'all believe that never really kissed a girl? Like at some point she was talking to Kenzie and them about how she needed to have like somebody to talk to because she didn't really know how to tape in for the scene and how it's going to be and everything. She's never kissed a girl before and it's like,
Keep doing it.
Okay.
Oh no, you're fine.
He said, okay, Andrew.
She just slid up.
this girl is still lying. Kenzie really did everything that she could. At some point though, Drew said like, you know, this is, at the end of the day, this is like a low budget movie and she wants to do lifetime work and stuff like that. I don't blame her. She's a great she's a great actress. Why not, you know, go to higher, better pasture? Because obviously Todd's movie is not like, you know, the highest of budget. But yeah, the scene with her husband was cringe.
It's like she's supposed to be.
Eating you out?
Yeah.
Really? I just want to see it. I want to watch.
Asking her if they kissed, if she came, if she did all of that. It was kind of weird. I ain't gonna lie, especially when we know about the rumor of her, you know, being in a relationship with a woman and everything. I don't know. Was that scene the catalyst of her going with a woman for real? I don't know why, but a part of me starting to wonder, like, are they really gonna divorce? Like, I think I heard somewhere that it might be a storyline that they were working on for the show. We shall see. He's getting ready for a party and all the people are working really, really hard in a home. And then, oh wow, that decor was everything. Like, wow, they did such an excellent job. Like, yeah, that was definitely, there's no budget type of party. The ladies are coming, they're all wearing all type of blush. Everybody's coming in and they're just like, wow, wow, wow. Yes, it's that nice. One scene that made me laugh was when Kenya Moore came in and...
Hi. Hi. Oh, Kenya Moore. Now, you know you should know who I am.
This girl don't try it with Kenya Moore and she left no crumb. That was so funny. She's out there and Sheree's wearing that beautiful pink dress, looking beautiful, you know, all done up and everything. It's nice. So the lady comes in, they talk, they say hi. Kenzie says hi to Courtney and be like, oh, you're not wearing a hat today because you're always wearing a hat. A lot of things actually end up happening during Sheree's party. The first thing was when Drew arrived there, it seems like someone told her that her ex-assistant that she had a fight with was there. So she didn't feel comfortable about it. So now this became an entire scene when she called Kenzie to let her know what happened. Kenzie came outside. She tells her how she don't feel comfortable being in the same party with that girl. And then Kenzie in charge of going to talk to Sheree. Like, what do you want them to do? You want them to get rid of the guy she invited so that you could come? Sheree wants the drama, and that guy came for the drama. He knew you were gonna be there, and you don't want to film, but like having to like send. Kenzie was like doing all the work. I could never. If coming in, I knew that guy was gonna be there, I would have just left. Granted, I do think that she may have been there and did all that because this was actually a great scene for the episode, but like in real life, I would, if I knew on my way there that that guy is there, I would have just made a U-turn and go back home, period. I want them to go to do, he was invited. Sheree is not going to ask him to leave, especially that Sheree don't really sit for you anyway, so whatever, right? When Kenzie is telling Sheree about it, that guy is saying this here,
But I ain't worried about Drew's wide ass.
and I'm like, child, you know when someone is just waiting to like vomit all your tea?
Issue that I have with her, bitch, that her marriage is unsuccessful and her acting career is down the drain.
Like he's been around you and your family, and now y'all are not in good terms, and he's just like, rah. Let me just say it all, even though it don't make sense. Drew was not fighting with you because she's having issues with her husband. So Kenzie, you know, was able to see right through the guy and everything. He did what he had to do in that little scene that he was giving. And yeah, Drew ends up leaving. Because Sheree said she told her she don't got a problem with him, so whatever. The scene that was crazy was when her ex-husband Bob came. That Bob, man, he is a character. He is all laughing and smiling, and he has like that comedian side. But I'm worried of people like that because they will give you that comedian funny side, you know, in front of the camera, but then in real life is a demon. This is the type of man that I think he is. So he comes in and he's trying to like touch on Sheree, always trying to flirt with her. Yeah, she's a beautiful woman, and if you acted right, y'all probably would still be together. So they're all taking the picture. Kind of look like him, but we didn't know if it was him or not. And I think the Real Housewives producer did put that she was his girlfriend, so it's like, why are you putting that she's his girlfriend when I think that's his daughter, right? So Kenzie and them, they're like wondering, is that his daughter? Who is it? I think someone said that's his girlfriend, and somebody said no, that's not his girlfriend. Some confusing, right? But then this happened here.
Daughter! Tell your story. We were married and everything. I didn't know.
Yes, I'm right after Louise.
You're right after
Yes,
Lenise.
ma'am.
Wow, this man is full of How can you do this to her? Having a party for a grandbaby, presenting the grandbaby, doing all those cute stuff for the family, and now you introduce a new child that you had. Granted, it was before her, but still. Oh my God, that's so crazy. And then that girl, I don't know, like, you were like an Eden child. I understand. Maybe that's why she like really want to be on TV and all that, because now everybody knows she's the sister. But girl, like, I would have been so hurt. Like, Sheree was hurt. Martell coming in wearing pink, and I'm like, Sheree girl, you know you and Martell in that series. What are you doing? Having that fake ass family picture, that was crazy. And then when people asked you who was the girl, and you're like, you don't know, but that's why you brought Martell just in case. Like, this lady is using Martell like a prop. He was wearing pink and everything. It was crazy. And Martell said hi to Kenya, and then Kenya and him, they had a discussion here.
I felt insulted when you were like, oh, I bet you check all your DMs.
Regardless of what that night, I apologize.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Kenya had a big ego. She has a big ego. Like, she has difficulty giving genuine apology. Like, girl, you attacked this man. I agree that he shouldn't have done what he did to you, and he did apologize to you, but at the end of the day, when her time came to give a like genuine apology, she just was not able to do it. I mean, Bob Whitfield, he is a that's why today I doubt this man can even have a woman. I swear to God, this type of man, you know, Kenya saying how he's been cheating on Sheree. Everybody was cheating. Well, look at you today. I don't think this man is doing that good. And the way he's all thirsty on Sheree. Can you imagine being thirsty like that with a woman you have how many children with, you were married with for years? That's crazy. And honestly, I felt bad for Sheree. Like, this was a big news. And especially when they talked about is their children knowing, oh my God, and not telling her. They probably didn't want to hurt her. Our dad did so much stuff. I'm not gonna go add on top of everything that he did. That's what I think the reason why her children didn't say anything to her, but it would hurt nonetheless. I would be pissed having such a big party and everything, and your ex-husband comes and just, you know, do what he does, you know, embarrass her in front of the camera. He knew they were going to be filming. He could have let her know in advance, but he just chose to do it that way. And then he's going to be, you know, laughing and playing. No, this man is evil. He's not a good man. And I don't care what y'all gonna tell me about this. And kudos to Sheree, because I would have told him, she was able to keep her cool, and she was able to, like, you know, have a very beautiful party for a granddaughter that passed by. I love that thing that she used to present her granddaughter. It was beautiful. This was a beautiful party. I just wish that man wasn't there, because she does not deserve that. On those note, let me all know what you think about this. And for those of you that are new here, hey, welcome. And I invite you to, you know, and for those of you that have been here with me, supporting me, thank you all so much. And I'll see y'all soon. I'm currently on vacation, so it's time for me to go back and enjoy my life. See y'all soon. Bye.